St. Paddy's Day, Iron Fist, and Eisenhower are all on this day. Welcome back to On This Day. Today's date is March 17th, 2023. It is the 76th day of the year. You got 289 days left. It is the 11th Friday in the 11th week and the 87th day of winter. You got 3 days left until spring. If today's your birthday, you're a Pisces. Today is St. Paddy's Day. Unless you've been living under a Blarney Stone, you already know that March 17th is St. Patrick's Day, also affectionately known as St. Paddy's Day. It's the one day each year that everyone and anyone can call themselves Irish. If not in birthright, then in spirit. You ever notice most of your friends born around Christmas are Irish? Christmas is 9 months after St. Patrick's Day almost. A lot of drinking green beer and making poor decisions on the Blarney Stone. And because it's St. Patrick's Day, this is going to be a very abbreviated video. St. Patrick supposedly chased a bunch of snakes out of Ireland, so they gave him a day. At least that's what they tell us. All right, let's see what else March 17th has given us. 1776, the American Revolution. The British Army evacuates Boston, ending the siege of Boston after George Washington and Henry Knox placed artillery positions overlooking the city. The best part about that, the artillery pieces they had were actually stolen from a British garrison. Yeah, they used their own guns against them. 1950, researchers at the University of California, Berkeley announced the creation of Element 98, which is later named Californium. 1960, U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower signs the National Security Council directive on the anti-Cuban covert action program that will ultimately lead to the Bay of Pigs invasion, which was a fiasco. 1966, off the coast of Spain in the Mediterranean, the DSV Alvin submarine finds a missing American hydrogen bomb. It's always good to relocate those things. 1985, serial killer Richard Ramirez, aka the Night Stalker, commits his first 2 murders in Los Angeles in his murder spree. This was a very interesting case. I lived in Los Angeles during the time. It was my senior year of high school. It was all over the news and everyone was afraid of it. I lived in a suburb and he was primarily doing this in the LA city area. About a 20-minute drive with no traffic, but Los Angeles, it's a 3-hour drive because they always have traffic. When they finally caught this guy, he tried to grab some woman and she screamed, and it was in a heavy Latino gang neighborhood. They beat him senseless. He was happy to see the police. Premiered on March 17th, 2017, Iron Fist, Marvel series about a young man with superhuman martial art abilities. The show was created by Scott Buck. Okay. So I've said before, I was a big Marvel comic fan when I was a kid and I love the movies and all that good stuff. This one I really look forward to. Iron Fist was one of my favorite superheroes when I was a, 9, 10, 11-year-old kid. In my opinion, this by far was the worst thing that Marvel put out. The actor they used for him, Finn Jones, reminded me of a whiny kid. He was just a little too soft for the part, in my opinion. I think his sidekick, who was Colleen Wing, played by a girl named Jessica Henwick, she stole the show, in my opinion. But yeah, that was totally disappointing. This came out with the whole Daredevil on Netflix and Iron Fist on Netflix, and then Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. And then they all got together for a big finale series. But Iron Fist was just sad. I don't even think I made it through the second season. So my advice, it's free on Netflix and I'd still skip it. Born on March 17th, 1955, Gary Sinise. He starred with Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump. He also starred in Apollo 13. His other notable roles include Harry S. Truman in Truman, which was a great HBO miniseries or movie. And he was also in the movie Ransom, which was pretty good too. He's kind of backed off of a lot of movies. He does so many things for veterans. He's like a national treasure at this point if you're a veteran. He began starring in CSI New York in 2004. But it's his birthday. Died on March 17th, 2016, Larry Drake. Best known for his Emmy Award-winning portrayal of Benny Stolwich in LA Law. He was an actor and voice artist and comedian who also provided the voice for Pops in the Cartoon Network show Johnny Bravo. On March 17, 2016, Drake was found dead in his Los Angeles home at the age of 66. Drake's manager reported that the actor had some health problems in the months before his death. It was later reported that Drake suffered from a rare form of blood cancer that caused his blood to thicken. That's horrible. He was in the original Karate Kid with Daniel San and Mr. Miyagi. He is credited with the role of Yahoo #1 at the beach. Love that. All right, everyone, that's today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Be nice to each other.